everybody, welcome into Rock Painting 101. One of my favorite movies of the Halloween season is Hocus Pocus. Now there's a lot of beautiful Hocus Pocus rocks out there with the characters on them, but they're a little bit past, I feel, 101 status. So I wanted to come up with a fun silhouette. I saw a black and white silhouette kind of along these lines and added some color to it of my favorite three witches for the Halloween season, the Sanderson Sisters. So follow along with the tutorial. You can make a rock of this all of your own if you're a fan of the movie, and I hope you enjoy it. So give it a thumbs up if you do. Let me know in the comments below if there's a Halloween rock I haven't made yet that you would like to see. I'm finishing up Halloween tutorials here really soon. So the first thing we're going to do to create this silhouette style rock is we are going to place some circles for our heads that we're going to build around, just so we have a little idea for spacing. You want to actually have these pretty close to the center of the rock, not near the top, just because we've got a lot of hair going on with these shapes. Hocus Pocus has always been one of my favorite Halloween movies, so I've wanted to do a Hocus Pocus rock. This is as 101 as I can think of a design for it. So I know you can barely see those on there, but I've got 1, 2, 3 little ovals. We're just going to build around those ovals just to kind of help keep our head space, because with the crazy hair and everything, sometimes you can kind of get uneven. So we do want them to be kind of standing across from each other. So I'm going to start all the way here on the left. Actually, no, we're going to start in the middle with Winifred, just because she's got this collar and we want to make sure she's kind of in the front. She's the leader of the pack, right? So to the side of your, oval that you got here, we're going to create her little cape top, like so. I'm going to trace the bottom part of that oval that we made and give her a neck and kind of a scoop line. Now the cape's going to come in like so, and then you kind of visualize, so if this is her neck, then her shoulders would be about here, so we can draw some shoulders on her cape and have that come down. Now we'll fill this in for now. We can decide how far down we want it to go when we're finishing up the rock, but for now we'll just fill this in. I'm just using my 1Ms for all of this today. If you have some 3Ms, you can use that for coloring in, but there's not a lot to this as far as design. It's kind of a minimalistic approach to the three witches, just like that. And like I said, just leave the bottom as is for now. You can add more when you're done if you want. All right, so we've got her cape. Now we get to do her hair. So now I've got my orange here. She's got like a reddish orange hair, but we're going to go with orange for the sake of this design, because we're going to use red over here. I kind of like to have the different colors. Now her hair is kind of crazy. It goes out to both sides. She also has kind of a swoop in the center. So again, we've got our little head shape here. Her hair is going to come all the way down to the top of her cape here. So we're going to come up. We're going to have it swoop down just a little bit, like so. And then her hair builds out just a little bit on the sides of her head, just a little, and then it's going to kind of come up and out to the sides. So I don't get too crazy carried away. What I do is I'm going to do a T shape. Almost looks like antennas at first. T shape up and out, like so. And then we're going to kind of use a curly Q motion to come back to her head. And then we're going to do a curly Q motion the other way. And then we're going to kind of fill in between a little bit, like so. Fill it in with the orange. Okay, and now we can build out from this. I like to kind of start with it close to the head, and then you can kind of get it a little bit bigger and crazier, but it's easier to add more, especially when you're working right on your rock, than to take it away. If you've got a base coated rock and you get a little carried away, you can go back over it with your base coat color to take some back off. But since I'm right on my rock, I just want to be kind of careful. All right, so there's that. Next, we're going to go ahead and do Sarah over here, and she's got that gorgeous long hair. So we're going to give her some pretty big long hair. Hers doesn't go up as high as Winifred's. Okay, and we're going to swoop kind of across her face and down. We'll kind of fill in behind her sister here. Okay, and then on the other side of her, we're going to have her hair kind of come straight down, but we got to come into the neckline, and then we're going to have a shoulder here. Then we'll fill that in with hair. And again, this is the same as the green. You can pull it down kind of as long as you want to kind of finish your effect. Now for her outfit, we're going to grab purple, and we're going to give her kind of a more revealing style top because she kind of always had that going on there. And then her arm is under her hair, so we're just going to add that kind of heart neckline like so. All right, and over here, this hair is my favorite by far. All right, so for this hair, we are going to start with our curl that's at the top so that we can build out from that. So way up high up here, we're gonna kind of make a curly Q and come right down to the center of the head. Now the bangs are gonna come down just a little bit, like so. And it's gonna come down the sides of her hair a little bit as well. And she kind of has this little cliff thing going on. And then on the other side, we'll give it a little more whoop, swoosh. She's got some just crazy hair. I think hers was always my favorite. Just like that. And then on this side, we're gonna come out to the side, almost like a bouffant type thing. And then up to the center. And we'll fill in that side. And again, same as when we were doing Winifred's hair, you can always add more. So don't go too crazy first. And you can always make it bigger. You cannot make it smaller. We're going to kind of come up around into that point. Like so. Okay, and then her body's going to be a little bit down low here. Her hair doesn't come all the way down to her shoulders. We got her in red, her red cape or cloak, like that. And you can bring that red color down as low as you want. She's going to be behind her sister too. Now I'm using the side of my pen since I'm using these 1Ms. If you hold it to the side, you'll save the integrity of the point on your pen quite a bit. There we go. Now the yellow, I'm going to need another little coat on. The green, I kind of like them just kind of where they're ending now, so I'm going to kind of give this a finished line here. Same with the purple. I like Sarah's hair kind of coming down past because that's her main kind of feature there. She had that long flowing hair. Kind of cuts across her face like so. Got an eraser here. I'm going to go in and get this little bit of pencil. I've got a couple pencil marks that are showing. Just be careful not to run into your ink. You can wait until your ink is completely dry to do this too. The areas that you didn't actually paint over, you can see them still on that rock. Okay. Now, if you want to, depending on your style or what you want to do, you could line some of these other colors with black. I'm just getting some indents here, I could see. But I kind of like the silhouette the way that it is, like this. Just kind of simplistic. Anybody that looks at this rock is going to know exactly what it is, which is the whole point. It's just a fun little rock to hide around Halloween. The only thing I'm off with here, I feel like her head looks like it's coming down really low. I don't know if that's still pencil or if that's just, it's just the coloring of the rock. It makes it look like her chin is way down there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a more drastic line to cut her face. There, that helps with that. Okay. So we're done with this rock. So super simple inspiration for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want, you can come back and kind of give them a little bit more. I feel like her hair was a little more curly, so I'm going to kind of give it a little more texture on the edge, just to make it a little bit more wild looking. You can make them your own. You could add lips for Winifred too. She has those crazy lips. But I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. We'll see you soon with something else soon. Bye-bye.